What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tar Heels offense takes the field for the first time today. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, UNC! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
Turning it on! Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Longo. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he will score! Touchdown, Tar Heels!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick. And
look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Gives it on the option. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Scanning the field, it's Pena. Throws for the tight end. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
You know, and I think they were in nickel package right there. And I like that because you bring an extra DB on the field. Now, is that guy covering? But you can also blitz with him. He can chase down the quarterback and force 4th downs. I love when they bring in the nickel package.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Dropping back, it's Pena. Makes the catch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Makes the grab on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Longo. Under fire. He's going to run it. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
What's a nice positive play on the bootleg going to the right there, and a really good decision that time by the quarterback too, because he's supposed to throw that down the field, but as soon as he turned around, he saw that there was just open space, green grass. Put your foot in the ground, use your athletic ability, and go get positive yards.
Quick completion on the out route. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Otis. They'll immediately call timeout. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Caught near the sticks. It's Otis. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll run it from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Looking to throw, it's Pena. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal. So
tight end trying to get in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. They go to the ground. Got room at the 35. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UNC!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. To throw, it's Pena. Using the quick game.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the sling.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Pena. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Here we go. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Pena. Completes it in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. Going for 6. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. The North Carolina offense returns to the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Peterson.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. 42, gives it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Under fire. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns, also showing you he can do it with his puppies.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Pena. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Stanford going back to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On third down, he drops the throw. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cardinal!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Using his legs, it's Otis. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Looking downfield, it's Pena. Flips it out to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game, final drive coming for this offense. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Easy.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's got it. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football secure.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now on 2nd down. Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. It came down.